Hey, good morning. It is July 16th. It's 11:36 a.m. and here's the current status. Coral's looking good, and I've lost a couple of my frags, but I've had some alkalinity issues. I just now got my alkalinity to about 8.5 using the calcium reactor. I converted it over. You can see there's pods on the glass because of the algae growth. I haven't had a chance to clean that out yet, but just kind of showing you what I got. I'm starting to develop hair algae. You can see there, and then some thicker stuff growing here in the middle of my digita there. I got a cleanup crew on order. I'll show that when I get it. These little snails ain't cutting it. You can see the film. I need to clean that up. But there's green on the sand bed as well. Nothing living in there. Got one sand sifting starfish in there that, you know, obviously you can't keep up with all this. But everything's looking pretty good. I got hair algae growing on my power head here. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some stuff to help reduce nitrates, get some stuff going. I'll show what I'm doing there. A little unconventional, but definitely a solid nitrate reduction method. But here is the corals. The digita, looks a little perturbed actually, or the stylo. Here's where one of the rainbow nems have decided to take residency. You can see the back glass has a lot of stuff on it as well. Just kind of showing the progress. Like I said, I'm going through another mini cycle. Here's my little lawnmower Blenny. He's just as curious as we are about stuff. But you can kind of see here, the sand bed is looking rough. Oh, this is probably the first you've seen the sand bed too. I just put it in because just to kind of help with filtration, biological filtration, and I think it looks better. You know, I have a real wide tank. If I stand back here, you can see it's a real wide tank, and it just kind of looked wonky to me not having one, so I put it on there. Down here, I've removed the socks and that little container inside there. This is where the spillway is for the return. I'm sorry, the overflow. And that's where I was adding salt because my salinity was a little low. You can also see that, you know, I've cleaned up here, took the shelf out, and mounted my UV sterilizer with some really cool bulk reef supply clamps. I got them on bulk reef supply. They have swivels on both sides, so it makes it real easy to handle, and it's doing a really good job of holding that in place. It's real snug too. I'm in love with it. Love those clamps. Power strips up there. I'll be doing some cable management later today to kind of clean that up a bit. Right now this is just kind of a mess, but I also have this little skimmate locker, pulling out some dark coffee. It's really doing a good job, the skimmer is. I'll be taxing it a little bit more here soon, so hopefully it can keep up with my demands. If not, I'll have to upgrade to something else. Here's the front of everything. I can get to everything nicely now. And you probably see the calcium reactor is not here. I'll be cleaning this up too today. It'll be quite a field day today. Just to keep it to this tank, here's the side. This is where the calcium reactor used to be. I'm gonna wipe up some mess there. A little alkalinity spilled right there. But yeah, it looks kind of crazy, but it actually is pretty manageable. It's not bad. And here's the other side of the tank. Dirty. You can see here the power head looking rough. Algae all over it. Yeah, it's all good though. It's part of the process. The rock's seeding up real nice too, so real good. And here is where the biggest change took place. I came through the wall. I have a plate to make that look more aesthetic. And here's where I have the calcium reactor. I'm going to zoom out a little. Kind of a walleye vision. But yeah, this is where everything is now. I did start dosing, this is called Reef Moonshiners for trace elements, just to see how that works. I'm doing ICP testing with ATI. There's my probe that I installed. It's a BRS lab grade probe, pH, and the probe holder I got from a Bass Marine. Here's my Tunzi regulator, or tunes. Doing a pretty good job. So basically all this is doing now, there's the optical eye for the Pacific sun, and I didn't want to mess with that at all. So I'll probably be removing these bio balls and putting more media in there, probably less coarse media. And so I just basically converted it to a calcium reactor. Didn't want to deal with Pacific sun anymore. They were very difficult to work with. Here is the pump. I just lowered the dosage because my alkalinity is at 8.5, and this is a pH meter, which basically tells the solenoid to dose CO2 or not. It says 6.3, but it's just not calibrated right. That works well just through fine tuning for me, and I'll be calibrating the probe later. Haven't had time to deal with it. I don't really know what the true pH is in there, but I'm assuming about 6.6. 6.5, 6.6. So there's that. And the final thing is, this here is my water box aquarium stand that I got. I put a vat in here that's filling up with water. It's about right here. I don't know if you can see it on the video. Takes about 2 weeks to deplete that water. Nothing fancy, just really love the stand because it was made from plywood. And here's the front of it. You can see the water box logo. And this actually came damaged here. You can see that damage. They sent me another one, and it also is damaged. And we're going back and forth. They've been great though, no issues. This has nothing in it, and it's been chemically cleaned. So with carbon, just regular old CO or carbon media. But you can see it's doing fine. It has algae, but there's nothing in here to clean that up. It's just, you know, there's no real good filtration other than the stuff I have back here. And that kind of just comes with the unit, you know. I'm not really sure what that is, but little bags of media. There's some carbon down in there too. But I'll be doing something with this soon. I don't really know what yet. Don't really need it for what I thought I was going to need it for. Just put some black sand in there. A little cheap power head. One of those Chinese deals. So that's that. The Kessel's pushing pretty good. I haven't checked the PAR on this. I haven't checked PAR on anything yet. And the light, of course, is doing just fine as it is. I need to probably, I was thinking of redoing these a little bit closer so there's no natural, let's see how it's flaring out this way. I was thinking of doing something straight up and down with what ATI provided with this, the hanging kit, just to give me a straighter shot and something I can actually elevate, move up and down. Even if it's just an inch, that would be helpful. And finally, Father's Day gift, all these little stuffed animals. And my kids have a sense of humor. So that's it.